behind the ranch, so to speak. So, Scott, tell us what envisioned the RC Ranch?
The ranch. What in? Okay, I don't understand. Can you re-ask the question? No. Okay. So what? How did I come up with the ranch? Is that really
How did
what you?
that idea form and you run with it?
Okay. Well, I started out with right up yonder. Well, no, actually, I started out. I was watching RC Sparks, and I watched the videos, and I thought how cool it would be to get a crawler. So I jumped on RC Sparks forums, and I met some cool guys up there. Some weird guys up there. I'm Canadians, man. You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. But actually, Road Hazard. I'm just going to give you a shout out. I don't know that you're going to watch this video or whatnot, but Road Hazard, badass truck you got built. But okay, and I started hanging out with Road Hazard, Rascal, Magnet. All them guys, Joker, and I just started having a good time. And so I thought, well, I've got 27 acres. Why don't I just do my own thing? And I eBayed a used. It wasn't a used. It was a half-built kit, and it was an MST. And this is shortly after my 6x6 never showed up that I ordered, and finally got a crawler, and I started, just driving out on the deer trails. And I thought, oh, this is a awesome piece of property. I had to watch my language that I got up here, and I wanted to build trails for myself, so I started building my own trails, and it just got lonely, and just decided, okay, this is real boring by myself. Let's try to get a friend out here. So I tried getting a friend out here. Finally got a friend to come crawl with me. We started building more trails, and then I just got this overwhelming feeling that I wanted to give back to the community and get the RC community, the crawling community together in one spot, because we've lost our hobby stores and everybody's going online and all the new stuff. So I thought, might as well, and that's kind of where the whole idea really started. And I did a Facebook post, and next thing I know, we've got comps coming out our rear end. We got people showing up daily. I've got a group coming out tomorrow. I had a group here yesterday, and it really took off.
Let's go ahead and discover the, or let's go over this comp you're speaking of, which we all know the 26th. You got to be up here, guys. It's going to be freaking epic. 4 days to get to Oregon. You can make it. Come on. Now, tell us more about this comp that's coming up. Who's sponsoring it? What's the overall feeling in?
Well, right now it's a group out of Coos Bay. They're out on the coast. They asked me if I'd be willing to host a comp. And I said, yeah, I'd love to have another comp here, because they had been to a couple of my free crawls. And I do believe the guy got on board. I know he has Venom up here, and they're sponsoring part of the crawl. So I repainted my body and I venomed it out. We also have. You want to hand me that business card? Tom and Gigs, which is a mechanic shop down in, I assume, Coos Bay. And they do complete and custom exhaust work, diesel services, brakes, performance products, lift kits, mufflers, hitches, front end alignments, spray in bed liners, which I also do here, and RC sales and repair and hobby shop. So we've got a hobby shop on board, guys. We're getting there. You know, I think we have more sponsors. I don't know if Proline and a couple other sponsors have got on board, but we're getting there. We're trying to get more sponsors. I do know that in April 6th, we are having the Dry Creek crawling community hold a competition here. It's the weekend of the 6th, and it's a 3-day event: Friday, Saturday, Sunday camping, kind of a mini ish G6. Basically, it's not quite an Axial Fest, but it's a G6. The Brian Parker is possibly going to be here. We're in talks, and so it may turn out to be an awesome thing. I don't know how many of you guys actually know how big we're getting here, but this dream is really coming together. I've had to get a couple of buddies involved, to help out and are becoming part of the core group here, and will eventually be paid employees once we get that far. But right now, we're just trying to give back what we can to the RC community.
Now, I noticed over there, Little Rascal, shout out to Little Rascal over there at
Yeah, Little Rascal, what's up?
the Grade 8 Magnified Forums. Magnified Forums. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Scott over there knows more about it. He was asking, how hard do I think the trails are? And let me tell you, my first run, I rolled and rolled and rolled. I admit it, man. I come out here, I could go up, I could go down, and sideways I just roll right into the creek. It was awesome. It is definitely a challenge for the noob and the experienced alike. What do you think your trails would rate on a scale of, say, 1 to 10? 10 being the black diamond hardest. As we all know, that's how you got your name.
I have Black Diamond trails or spots in trails where it would be a 10 if you don't have a winch or well, I won't say professional, but a competition built crawler. You could be there for hours trying to get up this without those two items. So it is fun. When I came up with my trails, I wanted trails that a 4-year-old kid, which my nephew's 4 years old, and I'm teaching him into the RC. He can come out there and crawl and have his own lines, but I also have lines off to the side for people that want to go crawl this rock or, go through this mud hole. And, I'm trying to diversify and open myself up to everybody. I don't want adults to come here and be bored because it's too easy. But then I don't want just adults here and kids not being able to crawl because it's too hard.
RC, it's all about the family, right?
Yeah, it's the RC community. Everybody can come out here, I do believe, and have a good time for at least 4 hours. If you're coming out here, you got to block in 4 hours. You can come in here and do a 10-minute run if you wanted to, but you ain't going to experience much.
Yeah, we're talking a trail system that expands probably at least 5 acres. Considering scale, it's probably miles. And we have not just dirt trails, rock trails, you pretty much
Wooded
over
trails,
water, under water. You got experience it all.
We got wire bridges. We've got stick bridges you got to cross. We've got, good bridges that you can cross. I've tried to widen everything because at first I ran 155 rigs and that's all I'm about. I was the scale. I wanted Black Diamond scale RC park. But a lot of people like 19s. A lot of people like the Wraith. Night Viper being one of them.
Yes, I got a Wraith and I had fun out there.
They are an awesome rig, but it didn't fit my driving style. Eventually, one day I will get one, and probably, I've got one in a bucket back here behind me, and I might get it built one day. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but everything's wide. Almost everything is wide enough for a Wraith, and if it's not a trail that a Wraith would want to go on anyways. Because you're driving by houses, log cabins, and stuff like that. The scale campground.
Ah, yes.
I've got the scale park. I've even got a rock face up for the mini crawlers. The small tie. We've got 120 the 125th scale crawlers, 118th scale crawlers. They would all be at home here, right next to the Wraiths, the Bombers, the Summits. I want my Summit back, but that I'm versatile. I do have plans to put in a short course track. I want to get a short course track here. I want to get a big short course track for the fifth scalers. I do want to get a helicopter pad in. I have future what are drones. A drone racing course where you're flying through the trees trying to hit these targets. I'm a lot of people don't like flying up here because of the trees and the closeness of being able to run into things. Me, I think it's a challenge, and you go out in a field, it's boring. You slap them goggles on, cutting up the valley, swinging in between trees, I think would be just amazing. So I have all these plans. I want to put a circle dirt track, so we can run the little stock cars. That's why I'm RC. Because it's for RC, all RC.
Why don't you go ahead and take a question off the forum there, and let's give a shout out and
Okay.
answer some more questions from our avid viewers and our local followers and international followers.
International. Okay. Give me a second. I'm taking questions now.
Yes, unfortunately, we had
Taking
problems
questions.
of the going live, so we're dual videotaping this and trying to cover our fans and our viewers alike. Just because one section's down doesn't mean we can't give a good video out of the same thing.
Questions now. Should have said any. Okay, back out of this one. The grade 8. Okay, here we go. You grade 8 guys. Well, 9. We know who you are. Okay, I got a picture of Homer Simpson with an empty Jack Daniels bottle. Right on, rascal! Where's that little
In the box.
Oh, lovely. This is going to be easy to find.
Not that little box, the other box. Oh, you got it.
Come on, get
And
in
yep,
there.
there's Scott playing with his dolls.
Yep.
Look at that. Who knew he was a Twilight fan?
I'm not, really.
Yep, get a close up of that one. There you go.
Got the Jack Daniels. That's my driver.
Alrighty, so on this great comp that's coming up in 4 days, are you excited? I mean, what are we talking about that's going to happen at this comp that might bring the uniqueness of Black Diamond RC Ranch out into the public? I mean, we have how many gates out there so far?
Oh, yeah, we've got, just for our adventure class, we have over 250 gates that you gotta crawl through for points. We are having prizes. We haven't set up our gates yet for our small tire, the small 1.9s and the 1.55 guys. They've got their own competition comp course where they're going to be running, I think it's 25 gates that will be judged with the judge running next to you the whole time they were running this. We also have a large gate for the large tires, which are the large 1.9s. Dang it, my Broncos won't fit into that class. But
Two twos.
and 2.2s. There are We also have some bonus gates out there, which are winch only or the system where your buddy has to tow you up it, and therefore your buddy has to have a winch because he's got to get to the top first. But we also have the tandem course out here on my rock face outside my shop, reserve. And that's where you and a buddy are tethered to each other. I gotta remember to look at this camera too. Sorry, my fans. I was watching. Yeah, you know. Yeah, there you go. Get them both together so I can stare at both of you. But yeah, we take you and your buddy and we tie you together on a. Do believe it's a 30-inch piece of string, chain, rope, whatever, and you've got to navigate through. I do believe it's 25 gates on the side of a rock face. You know, I hear it's fun. I've never done it before. I am very excited to try it because, you know, you'd be hard pressed to make some of these gates because you're going to be halfway up the wall when your friend is starting the bottom crawl. And if he's not getting traction, he's going to be holding you back from making that gate. So you really got to work together. And it's a teamwork. It's just a team challenge. You know, it's really fun. We got great prizes for that. I do know Adventure Series are giving away a lot of scale accessories and stuff like that for the adventure class, which is judged on the honor system, you know. And I hope all my viewers out here are outstanding people and would run the adventure class honestly. You know, yeah, so you nail a gate. Let's not cheat. Let's just do this for fun. I mean, it's about the fun. It ain't about the prizes. You know, I do believe everybody's going to get something for showing up. You know, we do have 4 places.
Yeah, I think I'll get a liability waiver and an empty wallet, right?
Yeah.
That's how we're doing it.
So, you know,
Oh, also, this competition is also styled after the G6, I believe.
yes, kind of the G6. We're going to.
No hands on.
Yes, it's not rules. It's more the G6. You know, we're asking you don't use your hand. You use your hand, it counts as if you hit the gate. So, you know, we're here to have fun. We're here to be scale. Pull out that tow rope. You know,
Buddy out.
yeah, help your buddy out. Try to do it and do the whole thing in a buddy system where it's you and a buddy help each other through everything, and then you'll get great gates. You know, if you see someone else having problems, pull out your tow rope and grab a hold of them and help them out. You know, it's
It looks like the magnified forums are blowing up. Let's take a question from them.
already.
That's what it looked like. I got 16 new messages.
I got on there and I just saw pictures. Magnet got a stream out waiting on y'all. Go figure those phone farts out.
Ah.
Oh, iPhones.
Commenting on Scott's iPhone and inability to go live. But that's okay. RC Viper here. Got his back and we're getting a video.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to scroll through, see if I can read. I'm starting questions, interview ready. Are you texting each other across the room? Yes, we were.
Sadly enough, we were.
We were. Rascal. How'd you know? Welcome to 2019. I don't know what that meant. Tell me about what the hell happened to passing notes.
Are you sure on the right form or are you watching a teacher's blog?
Yeah, exactly. Viper, on a scale 0 to 10, how much fun are Scott's trails? I think we covered that. What do you think?
Dude, the trails
1 to
before
10.
I got here,
0
1
to
to 10, 0 to 10. Definitely up there at the 9 or 10. 10 for the ones I couldn't go sideways. 9 for the ones I could drive, all of them. I mean, I spent hours on one section alone. It is possible, and it can be done.
Next question.
What you
from
got?
Little Rascal.
Boy, he's just talkative today.
Yes! Rascal! Woohoo! Viper. How many Chevys does it take to get from New Mexico to Oregon?
Well, unfortunately, this trip it took 2 people. I kid you not. My Suburban broke 200 miles outside of town. Oh, but let me tell you, it's a trip worth making. I cannot wait till the 26th, man, till I break more RCs.
Are you going to be here for the 6th? April 6th.
I'm going to be up here for the April 6th one as well.
That's our G6 with Dry Creek. That one's going to be...
And yes, I will be covering that one as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to do as much recording and get as much video footage for you guys that I can post up on my YouTube page, and I'm pretty sure Viper's going to be doing the same thing. I'll probably have Viper record me on my channel while I do my comp run. That's going to be hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing I'm not doing it in the 6S Bronco. I'd feel bad for the gates.
Just also want to put out there, let you guys know, hurry up and get here Thursday. We have to close the ranch down and get ready for the comp, do the last minute touches. Can't let anybody run until Saturday at the comp.
Yes. So, practicing. I can't even practice.
And yes, I have been watching him, making sure he's not practicing.
I haven't been watching Viper, so I bet he's been out there every night running.
Nope.
He's got headlights. I don't. I'm doing a rebuild